Imagine you are landing in Denver for the first time. You drive out of the airport, and suddenly there it is, a 32-foot bright blue horse rearing up beside the road, muscles popping, glowing red eyes staring you down. A lot of locals call it Lucifer. Inside the terminal, you roll your suitcase past giant murals showing forests on fire, dead animals, and children in coffins. Somewhere in the middle of all that, a gas masked soldier is stabbing a dove with a spot. Then a friend whispers, "You know this airport is hiding an Illuminati bunker, right?" Welcome to Investigating Conspiracies. We are Rohan, Anabelle, and Charles. And in this episode, we are asking, Denver International Airport secret Illuminati headquarters? Or just an airport with very strange design choices? In this podcast, we are going to lay out the main conspiracy claims about the airport, fact check each one using real sources, and show how the airport fits into a bigger social and historical context of conspiracy culture, mistrust, and media. So, why the airport became suspicious? Denver International Airport, or DAN, opened in 1995. It's one of the largest airports in the world by land area, and it cost billions of dollars to build. According to reporting on the airport's history, the project ran way over budget by around $2 billion and opened about 16 months late. A lot of people in Denver at the time thought we already had an airport. Why did we need this giant new one? Way out in the middle of nowhere. So right from the beginning, Dan looked like a huge government build, extra spending, and poor communication with the public. That's exactly the kind of situation where conspiracy thinking loves to grow. Once people start suspecting that we are not being told a real story, every weird detail becomes a clue. So, the big conspiracy claims. Let's walk through the greatest sets of Denver airport conspiracies. I will start with a couple of the big ones, then Shars will pick up the rest. Underground bunkers and secret tunnels, firstly. Everyone agrees there are large underground levels and tunnels beneath the airport. Conspiracy believers say these are doomsday bunkers for global elites, FEMA camps to hold people during martial law, or even secret bases for aliens or reptilian shapeshifters. They also claim there are hidden rail lines connecting Denver to the NORAD military command in Colorado Springs. Swastika-shaped runways. From satellite photos, some people trace the runways and argue they form a swastika shape. From there, they jump to Nazi symbolism, fascist secret governments, and the idea that Denver is a hub for a future new world order. Those are the first two major claims. Now, Shers is going to continue with the other symbols. People focus on the plague, the murals, and of course, the Lucifer.
More claims plus full fact check. Thanks, let's pick it up with the next set of evidence people point to. The Freemason plaque and the New World Airport Commission. Inside the terminal is a granite capstone placed over a time capsule. On it you can clearly see the Freemason square and compass and the phrase New World Airport Commission. When people look up that phrase, they don't find an active long-term organization, so online it's treated as obvious proof that the airport is secretly controlled by Freemason and Illuminati-style elites planning a new world order. The Arctic murals. Next are the murals by artist Leo Tanguma. One murals in peace and harmony with nature shows devastated forests, grieving children, and dead animal on one side, then people coming together to heal the environment on the other. Another mural, children of the world dream of peace inside, a gas mask, soldier with a gun and sword, destroyed building, lines of crying children, and then in the later panels, kids from many countries destroying weapons and celebrating peace. Conspiracy video usually shows only the darkest parts, the dead kids, the gas masks, the swords, and say the mural predict genocide, population control, or biological warfare. In the gargoyles outside, you have the blue horse statue, officially called Blue Mustang. It's 32 feet tall, bright cobalt blue, with glowing red LED lights. News outlets and local sources point out two creepy facts. Its nickname, Lucifer, and a section of the sculpture actually fell and killed the artist Louis Gibnez by swerving an artery in his leg while he was working on it. Inside the terminal, there are also bronze gargoyles in suitcases called Notre Denver watching over the luggage claim. If you already believe in secret evil forces, these design choices feel like a giant confirmation. What's under the airport? The Denver International Airport says the underground areas are just for the train, baggage tunnels, storage, and maintenance. The huge automated baggage system famously failed, so the tunnel remains. But reporters who've toured them describe only machinery and concrete, not bunkers or secret facility. There is no credible evidence of FEMA camps or alien bases. The swastika runway shape. Aviation planners explain the runway form a pinwheel design, allowing planes to take off and land in any wind direction. It's efficient and common at large airports. The swastika shape comes from people connecting lines selectively, not from hidden Nazi influence. Freemason and the New World Airport Commissions. The capstone includes a Freemason symbol. The Freemasons and the New World Airport Commission. The capstone includes a Freemason symbol because local lodge helped with the dedication, a normal practice in public buildings. The New World Airport Commissions. The New World Airport Commission was just a temporary civic group named after the New World Symphony, not a secret organization. What the murals really mean. According to the artist and Denver Public Art Program, the murals depict environmental destruction, war, and then hope, peace, and restoration. According to the artist, what the murals really mean. According to the artist and Denver Public Art Program, the murals depict environmental destruction, war, and then hope, peace, and restoration. Conspiracy theories focus only on the dark sections and ignore the peaceful halves. Lucifer and the Gargoyles. The blue horse's red eyes honor the artist's father who worked with the neon signage. Its tragic accident makes the sculpture feel cursed, fueling theories. The gargoyles are simply playful guardians referencing traditional protective symbols.
So let's be honest for a second. If the evidence for an actual Illuminati bunker under Denver International Airport is basically paper thin, why is DIA still the celebrity airport of conspiracy culture? Why this place? Why is this airport living rent-free in people's minds when thousands of other airports exist? So let's break it down. So let's talk a little bit of this topic about the New World Order energy. DIA showed up at the perfect moment for conspiracy theories to take off. It was the early 90s, right after the Cold War, when everyone was talking about globalization and this dramatic New World Order. You had government mistrust rising, big public projects getting criticized, and already a bunch of conspiracies floating around about elites, the UN, and secret world governments. So then Denver builds this massive, super remote, extremely over budget airport, and people immediately went like, this isn't just an airport. This is something that elites built for themselves, and they're hiding the real reason. Then the art happened. Denver has 1% for art rule, which means a chunk of the airport, huge budget, legally had to go towards public art. And instead of landscape or pretty mountains, the kind of stuff people expect when they're trying not to miss their connecting flight, travelers walk into dead animals, coffins, a gas masked soldier, a giant blue horse with glowing eyes, and gargoyles popping out of suitcases. If this were in a museum, people will go, oh wow, powerful commentary. But in an airport, right before you board a flight, it hits completely different. That mismatch between expectations and reality creates this weird uneasiness. And conspiracy theories love to fill empty spaces where logic hasn't been explained yet. Then the internet comes in like a chaos engine. Selective dramatic images spread way faster than full context. Anything that looks creepy or mysterious, the Freemason symbol, the intense moral panels, Bluster's glowing red eyes get posted everywhere with caption like, "What is Denver hiding?" What gets left out? The full moral including the peaceful ending, the explanations from the artist, the logistical reason the tunnels even exist, the fact that baggage systems are just baggage systems. The Denver Public Library actually points out the most viral posts about DIA leave out the boring explanations. That's classical misinformation by omissions. Not always lies, but definitely not the full truth. Here's the part that honestly makes everything even funnier. The airport leans into it. In 2016, they open an exhibit called Conspiracy Theories Uncovered, where they display all the rumors and then debunk them. They put up posters around construction zones, joking about lizard people lounges and Illuminati headquarters. They even made a supernatural sister airport agreement with Roselle in New Mexico. On the business side, it's genius. Free marketing, tourism, memes, engagement. On the cultural side, though, it just shows how normalized conspiracy culture has become. Airports can literally joke about it and people love it. So after going through the claims and the context, what does DIA actually reveal about conspiracy thinking in general? So from what I heard, emotions come first, evidence comes second. People feel uneasy about cost, location, or strange art, and then look for stories that match that feeling. Second will be ambiguity is gasoline. Unclear tunnels, dramatic morals, and plagues with vague names leave huge spaces for people to fill in with their imagination. The third will be images are powerful and dangerous. A crop photo of the scariest moral panel spreads way easier than a calm explanation from Denver public art. Fourth, intuition play a role. Choosing bold political art in public airport, then later joking about conspiracies in official ads keeps the narrative alive. The fifth one would be facts help, but stories stick. Even when Rocky Mountain PBS, the Denver Public Library, and the airport explains everything clearly, the Illuminati bunker myth still spreads because it's more dramatic and entertaining. So after all of this, what's the verdict? The tunnels are for luggage, not lizard people. The runways are designed for wind patterns, not a coded Nazi symbol. The morals are anti-war and pro-environment, not predicting mass extermination. And the blue horse is dramatic, sure, but it's not a demon guarding a secret base. Denver International Airport isn't proof of a hidden Illuminati government, but it is a perfect case study in how conspiracy theories blow up when people mistrust intuition. When giant public projects feel mysterious and when weird images spread online without context, basically it's not a bunker. It's just bad vibes sealed inside an airport with really intense art. You've been listening to Investigating Conspiracies. We're Anabelle, Rohan, and Shars. Thanks for joining us on this trip through Denver International Airport. And please watch your step as you exit the Illuminati.